Hello guys, welcome to INSECTECHS. I'm Kiran Tirukovala, your teacher, and in this class we are going to learn ping sweeping. That is, we are going to find live systems on the target network and also the open ports, that is service discovery, using two tools, Angry IP Scanner and Advanced Port Scanner. So you are going to learn how to find all the live system on a target network and also ports that are open and providing some sort of services to end clients, and that services could be vulnerable. So let us start. And as you can see, the website angryip.org is a website where you can actually download this Angry IP Scanner tool. As you can see, the subheading fast and friendly network scanner. If you can see the features, scan local network as well as internet, IP range random or file in any format, exports the results into many formats like HTML and so on. Over 29 million downloads. If you scroll down here, you can download it and you can read the description in the paragraph. As you can see, I have already downloaded IP scan, which is version 3.9.1, and this is advanced port scanner. If I scroll down and if I open the tab in image in the new tab, as you can see the image. As you can see, advanced port scanner is free network scanner allowing you to quickly find open ports on network computers and retrieve versions of programs running on the detected ports. Detected port means open ports. The program has user-friendly interface and a rich functionality. So let me scroll up. As you can read the features, fast scanning and so on. So let me minimize and let me now install the IP scan. Installation of IP scan or Angry IP scanner is fairly simple. Next. Finish, and let me click on run to run the IP scanner. And as you can see, we have a pop-up of information of this IP scanner, and main terminology, we have feeder information and fetcher, gather specific information and so on. So let me click next, and let me close this. And this is the main interface of Angry IP scanner, and here you can actually type the range of IP addresses, starting IP address and ending IP address. So let me type 192.168.29.12. And let me type net mask 255 and 0. So that is a subnet mask. And let me click on start button, and as you can see, the Angry IP scanner is working and scanning, ping sweeping the entire network to find the live hosts. Okay, the computers that are currently running and live. So as you can see, the red dots are the computers that are off, which are not alive, and the blue, and as you can see, these are all the systems on my VM, and the blue are running. And as you can see over here in the down tab, there are so many computers that are running right now. So almost 12 computers are running. So as you can see, we have blue icons that are live systems. So let me scroll up. As you can see, we have green button or green icon 192.168.29.1. host name is Reliance, and as you can see, we have three ports open, 3+ ports open, that is 80, 443 and 8080, I guess. And let me right click on 192.168.29.1, and as you can see in the small window, the details of the result of the Angry IP scanner on 29.1 IP address details. We have 4 information: IP, ping, host name and ports. And as you can see, host name is Reliance, and we found 3 open ports, 80, 443 and 8080. Let me close this window, and on 29.14 show IP details. Host name is Predator DC. This is a domain controller, and 2 ports open, 80 and 443. As you can see, we have a couple of live systems, 29.41 and IP address details. So we did not get host name and port number details. So this is just a computer that is part of a network. It is not a server. Similarly, 29.45 show details. This is also a computer part of a network. Let me show you the options in this application software. So in GoTo, you have next alive host. So when you're inspecting one live host, then you can jump to the next alive host. Similarly, next open port you can jump to on a particular IP only. Also, you can see next dead host and so on. And in commands, show details, rescan and so on. Under tools, preferences, features, let me go to preferences. Here you can set your preferences. For example, you can specify the port numbers that you want to scan. Under port selection, you can set the timings. The default port connection timeout here it is 2000. Under scanning tab, we have threads and pinging method. So you can configure delay between starting threads, maximum number of threads, ping timeout in milliseconds. Under pinging method, you have couple of options as you can see in the drop down. You can use UDP packet, TCP port probe, so on. So by default, Windows ICMP is a pinging method. Let me click on combined UDP plus TCP. Click OK. And let me rescan it. Start the scan once again. And the scanning is going on. Now we have changed from default TCP port to combination of both UDP and TCP. And we found 192.168.29.1 is responding to both TCP and UDP. Let me scroll down. You have a couple of live system as you can see. So Metasploitable 29.157 is also responding to both TCP and UDP. So these are all the live systems that have responded to both TCP and UDP packets. Under tools preferences, let me change to ARP LAN. Click OK and start the scan once again. Discard previous results. OK. Scanning is going on by the Angry IP scanner, and 29.14 is live as you can see. 29.1, 29.7 and so on. These are all the computers that are currently alive. So let me switch back to Kali Linux. Some installation is going on in the background in Kali. So let me close down and let me switch to my Parrot OS. So this is my Parrot operating system. Let me on the terminal. In the terminal, let me scan, do the ARP scan, ARP-scan-L. We should give sudo ARP-scan-L. Type the root password. And as you can see the results over here. So these are all the live systems that are there in this network 192.168.29.x. And these are the list of live hosts or live systems and associated MAC addresses and its information. And the result of ARP scan in Parrot OS is similar to that of Angry IP scanner. So almost the same result as you can see in the side-by-side windows. Close. And let me close the Angry IP scanner as well. Minimize. So this is advanced port scanner, and let me install this application as well. Okay. Install. Next. Accept the license agreement. Install. Extracting the files and finish. So let me run this application. Minimize this OS, and this is the interface of this software. Here you can actually specify the range of IP addresses. You can scan from the file, load the favorites. Under view, you can let me put off show dead, so you can show only live systems, show miscellaneous toolbars and so on. Under settings, you have options. So let me hit on HTTPS as well, on NetBIOS, active username, RDP and so on, date time zone. Okay. Under miscellaneous, okay, click on OK. So let me come and remove this IP range, and let me type our own range 192.168.29.1 to 200. So let me type instead 200, 230. Now here you can specify the port numbers or range of ports. Here I am giving by default 121023, that is well known ports. Here you can see the example how to specify the IP addresses or the range of IP addresses in order to scan. So now let me hit on scan button. As you can see, we have 2955 open, and in the right bar or right pane you have details of that IP address. So status alive, operating system Windows, IP address, MAC address, manufacturer details, and username. And in the left pane we have discovered live systems 29.7 Predator DC, which has IP address 29.14 and 29.41, 29.45, and INSECTECHS, which has 29.55 IP address, then Metasploitable 29.157, and in the right side pane the information of associated computer is shown. Scanning is still going on. So as you can see now, at 95% of scan we have 12 live systems, 0 dead, and 218 unknown systems. So these are all the list of computers that are alive in my virtual box. Now let me click on the first IP 29.1. As you can see, host name is reliance.reliance alive, and operating system is not given or could not found by this software. IP address and MAC address. Now 29.7, as you can see, again details of this IP, and at 29.14, as you can see, Predator DC is the host name. Now you can find the operating system, as you can see over here. So this is information of this IP address, and it has found that the operating system is Windows. This is OS fingerprinting, and it is live. 29.14 associated MAC address, manufacturer information, and NetBIOS information is Predator-DC. And as you can see, these are all the open ports that you can see over here, from 53, 80, 88, 135, 139, 443, 389, 445, 464, and so on. And let me come down, and INSECTECHS 29.55, this is the host computer, and as you can see, operating system is Windows. Again, this is OS fingerprinting, and associated IP address, MAC address, manufacturer information, username, and open ports. Let me click on Metasploitable machine, which has IP address 192.168.29.157. Click on the name Metasploitable or IP address, and right side you can see host name Metasploitable, status alive, and operating system is Linux. Now the OS fingerprinting is done by this software, and it found that it is Linux operating system. IP address, MAC address, manufacturer details, NetBIOS name, and down you can see this is banner grabbing, that is Metasploitable, that is running Apache web server, and version is 2.2.8, and as you can see it is Ubuntu operating system. And you can see other open ports. On open port 21, the software is VSFTPD 2.3.4. so now we have found both open ports as well as the software or service running on that open port and its version number as well. Okay, this is what we learned in banner grabbing, that is service identification and version identification. Okay, on port 22, open SSH 4.7 version, and TCP port 80 is Apache 2.2.8, port 139 Samba 3.x version, and so on. So as you can see, this software has given so much of information that includes OS fingerprinting, that is finding out the operating system information, as well as the open ports and services running on it, as well as the version numbers of those services. So let me click on 29.14 over here, and here also you can see Predator DC alive, and operating system is Windows. So that is OS fingerprinting once again, and open ports with software running on it and their version numbers. You can save the result of advanced port scanner, all the results, that is alive systems and their open ports services running on it. So you can save as HTML file, click on file and save as, give some name. Let me type a result, and as you can see on the screen, well, open with Google Chrome, and here you can see this is all the results of live systems, live hosts, open ports, and their version numbers. So you can save this file or copy and paste in your results documents that we have seen earlier. So this is a demonstration of sweeping the entire network for live systems, open ports, service information, and version numbers. So that's it in this class, guys. In the next class we will see the definition of enumeration. This is because In the future labs, whatever tools you are working on, whether they are Windows tools or Linux tools, they are not just limited to particular features. Like for example, certain tool is only to look up live systems and other tool is only to look open ports. No, most of the softwares are having a lot of features that includes scanning the entire network, service information, vulnerability scanning and service scanning, enumeration, LDAP enumeration, SNMP enumeration, user accounts enumeration, and so on. So for that purpose, let me give the definition of enumeration. Then I will demonstrate certain important tools that has a lot of features. So that's it in this class, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for watching the video and do subscribe to the YouTube channel INSECTECHS.